Dr. David Warman here, and today we're going to talk about developing the good old biceps. Now, I see so many people do this wrong in the gym, and the reason being is that when you're dealing with the biceps, there's two parts of the biceps. There's a long head and the short head. And part of the biceps is what we call supination, where you twist the wrist out. And that gets that peak of the bicep. You see the bicep move when you're just doing that little peak part. And I see a lot of people, they're in there and they're just curling like this, which gets a lot of the brachioradialis, which is the bottom part of it. But if you really want to get that thickness and that peak in the bicep, you have to actually twist and curl it out. Now here's a trick. When you grab your dumbbell, don't grab it in the middle. Grab it right up the edge. So like you're grabbing it so you can hold it on. So when you're doing that, it forces you to have to twist it out and squeeze, and then you come back slow, and then it forces you to supinate. And when you supinate, you get the real contraction as much as you possibly can out of the bicep. Now here's another thing I see a lot of people do wrong, is they do one arm and then they do the other arm. When you do that, you're doing 1 reps, which if you want to gain strength, sure, that can work because you're actually getting a little rest phase in between each rep. But if you want to get hypertrophy, if you're really trying to develop the muscle, you want constant tension on the muscle and you also want constant stretch. So if you're going to do 2 of them, do them both together. But if you're doing 1, do just 1 arm and then switch and do the other arm. So you're going to tweak, come back out, get the full stretch. Let that unlock, get the full length of the muscle and then contract and bring it down slow. Contract and bring it down slow. The whole goal is the biggest amount of stretch possible and the most length of tension will actually make that muscle grow. So try this out and make sure you're supinating at the top and grab the dumbbell near the top. Hope this helps. I'll see you guys at the next step. This is Dr. Warman with Warman Way Fit.